All right. Appreciate everybody being here. Real quick, we're going to bring Dan on. He's going to share with you any updates and what's going on with Modern Money Team, and open it up for just a few questions at the end. Dan, appreciate you being here.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you guys having me. There's a lot of excitement, and we're excited to keep on doing the calls and let people know the vision and what we're doing, and keep pushing. I think we have as much excitement as I've seen in a long time. I don't think that you can get much better on a timing aspect of what we're doing. So, John, I'm not quite sure exactly how you guys want to run it. If you want me to give just a really quick snapshot on what we're putting together and then go into a Q&A, or if there's anything specifically that you'd like me to cover, I'm more than happy to do that. This call's for you guys, and I want to make sure that you get everything out of it that you are looking for.
I would give a short background of you, Dan, what you've done, and then a short overview. And then I think the main thing that people have been asking is about how to get paid in the compensation plan. So maybe spend a little time on that, then some Q&A, and just wrap it up. That'd be perfect.
Sounds good. I'll go through my background really quick here. I've been in the industry for almost 25 years. I got started in February of '93 when I was 18 years old, a freshman in college. I do understand the true potential of residual income. The first company I was ever with, I'm still with today. Have not sponsored or really talked to anybody since around 96, 97. So about 20 years of residual income. And that's what's so amazing about this business. I think that's what so many people miss. What type of job out there could you work for, basically 3.5 years, and then they're still going to pay you 20 years later? It doesn't happen very often. And, so definitely feel blessed for that with, the amazing opportunity that I found out about when I was 18 years old. But been very passionate about the industry. And what my passion has been isn't necessarily the truth of network marketing, what it actually is. And I think it's mostly that way because of poor design of the company. So what my passion has been is actually allowing people to start a spare time business that can create a full-time income, and not have so many hoops and hurdles and structure and crazy things that are designed by the company that makes it that it's almost impossible to maintain your structure, to maintain your check on a part-time or spare time business. So all that's happening, even when you build a large organization, is you're still working, 60, 70, 80 plus hours a week, every single week. Not much advantage over, just working for somebody else. And I really don't think that's how the industry should be. And so I've kind of been on a mission the last 13 years to create a better model in network marketing. I've helped launch 10 companies, all 10 of which are still in business. 3 of the 10 have been very successful, surpassed $100 million per year in business. And all of them, I would say, are very successful just by staying in business in this industry is nothing to look down on. Over the last couple years, I had a lot of people talking to me about cryptocurrency and saying to put something together, and that I should put something together, and I really wasn't paying a lot of attention to it. My background's been more nutrition, but at the same time, all the way since I was 18 years old, one of the first classes I took in college was Intro to Investments. And since the first day in college, when they handed out a form that said how to retire a millionaire, and it basically was just showing you could average 10% a year from the time you're 18, go all the way up till you're 65, you'll accumulate well over $1 million. It would take about, that time I think it was about $60 or $70 a month, invested at a 10% annual gain. You would retire a millionaire. And so that kind of had my attention early, is actually being able to put your money to work for you. So I've been big into Forex market, trying to figure out different systems and creating our own EAs and futures, and pretty much anything that has to do with money has captured my interest. So I've always had a little bit of an interest in Bitcoin, just didn't know much about it, didn't follow it too much, just kind of an outsider watching it. When I did have some acquaintances that started a company that had to do with Bitcoin, we bought the 3 shares in the pools and in their mining, and I thought it was kind of cool. And a couple of things that I really liked about the opportunity was, one, they're using crowdfunding before crowdfunding was really all that popular. Now a lot of business startups are done through crowdfunding. It allows people to have a great idea to actually put this idea into play, because you don't have to go to the banks anymore, and you don't have to go to all these things to make a great idea happen. You can go through crowdfunding and allow them all to become owners or to become partners, or however you set it up. And so I like that concept of crowdfunding and cryptocurrency mining, and that's been out there now for 3.5, 4.5 years, somewhere around there. And so I kind of watched that and how that was going, and as people started coming to me, I had a little bit of an interest, but not enough to take all the time and the money and the work to put something together. And that kind of changed a little bit in 2017, with it just kind of cryptocurrency going to the next level, most of which is because of the Bitcoin going crazy and now being accepted as an actual currency in countries like Japan and some other major markets looking into it. And it's just changed everything. And also, as a business owner, having the huge frustration, especially network marketing business owners, of working with the traditional banking and merchant account systems that are literally should not even be legal what they do to companies. So I've been very interested in finding a better way for merchanting for all of these businesses, and really just to jump to it, seeing all these companies come out, which in my opinion, almost 99% of them just straight up Ponzi, and people getting so excited as they do. Obviously, if there was something that could actually pay you 5, 6, 10, 12, I think I've seen them up to 15% daily. That is something to get excited about, but you should look a little bit further into it, and most people can see that that's probably not reality. But with that, I kind of saw a huge opportunity being put together because of those companies. And I saw literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that had no crypto wallet before, didn't even know what it was, now all of a sudden have a crypto wallet, have Bitcoin, and now have an interest in it. Even though maybe their first experience wasn't positive, now all of a sudden they're paying attention, they're learning about Ether, they're learning about other coins, they're learning about other options. They're trying to figure out how to trade, what are hot coins, stuff that they never even dreamt of 4, 5, 6 months ago. And now all of a sudden there's hundreds of thousands of people, and knowing that these companies are already, they're already just kind of falling like flies and leaving, in most cases, they've been successful, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people out in the dust that now are looking for, the real deal. They love the concept of cryptocurrency. They're becoming a little bit more skeptical, but they're really wanting something that, they can depend on. And that's kind of where we come in. We've put together 10 companies over the last 15 years, since 2002. All of them are still in business. So, I think that we definitely have the skill set in putting things together and keeping them together, which allow people the opportunity to, benefit financially. And so the first thing that I started to look at is there's several opportunities here, and how we're putting them all together with Modern Money Team. The first opportunity is straight up education. It's estimated that less than 4% of the population has a cryptocurrency wallet. That alone gives enormous potential just for an education platform. And I'm talking basic education. They don't even have a cryptocurrency wallet. It means they have zero cryptocurrency. And most of those people might have heard of only one cryptocurrency. Maybe they've heard of zero. So some of them may know of Bitcoin. A lot of them don't even know of Bitcoin, or they've maybe heard of Bitcoin but don't even have a clue what it is, how it works, and literally know nothing. So just the basics is a huge opportunity to explain all the different wallets that are out there, the different benefits of each type of wallet, where you'd want to use a wallet, why you'd want to take your money out of the wallet, just in case these wallets, go out of business and stuff like that. They take all your money with them. It's like having all of your cash sitting in a bank, the bank going out of business, and it's like, well, too bad, so sad. Sorry about you losing all of your money. That's the same type of thing that can happen with cryptocurrency, but you have the same ability as you do with cash, meaning I can take all my cryptocurrency out of any of those wallets, and I can store it on my own. And so same thing, I can take all of my cash out of the bank, and I can put it under my mattress. So, if things were very volatile and all the banks are going out of business like flies, and, people would start doing that a lot more. They wouldn't count on the bank to hold their money. And there are many cryptocurrency wallets that have gone out of business, and probably many more in the future that will go out of business. And then again, all your money's just basically lost if you haven't taken it out of those wallets. And so just those basic educations, hot coins to look for, how to purchase, how to sell, even things like using things like BitPay and different types of cards that are out there that you can actually now buy anything with Bitcoin by turning it into USD and having a Visa card that you can go in any store and spend your cryptocurrencies. And so those are just basic things that we're putting together. It's $20. You can buy one income center or three. The compensation plan, which we will cover here in a bit, is a two-team or binary compensation plan with 100% payout. So the education platform is basically just a wash. We're bringing the money in. We're covering all the infrastructure out of the top three positions, and then everything's being paid back out. I'll explain a little bit more about that here later on. But that's what we'd call stage one. Stage two actually has to do with crowdfunding. Stage two, we're going to crowdfund a GPU mining operation, meaning we're going to house it. We're going to take care of the infrastructure, the buildings, the things like that. We already have the deals with the hardware providers. And so we're going to, put together the machines. They're going to be 6 graphics cards per machine, average somewhere between 150 to 180 hash rate per second per machine. So it's about 25 to 30 per card. And basically get it all set up, ready to mine. Once it's set up, ready to mine, we're going to offer those for sale through, again, crowdfunding. And what that does is instead of us going out and trying to set up a large GPU mining operation and spending, millions or tens of millions of dollars in order to do that, we plan on having a large mining operation that's worth millions or tens of millions of dollars. But instead of me going out into the bank and telling them about my idea and getting, this loan for $5 or $10 million, buying all these machines, putting them all together and launching it, we're doing just what other people are doing that make more sense in business today. We're allowing the members that may not know anything about mining, may not have any connections to go get the GPUs, meaning that you're paying full price, and they're so elevated right now because the graphics cards are so hard to come by that you'll be paying $600, $700. I've seen them as high as $800 on eBay and Amazon graphics cards per card. So then all of a sudden you're looking at $3,000, $4,000 plus just in the cards. Then you have to buy your motherboards and your CPUs and the RAM, the power supplies and the fans and either the racks or the cover, however you want to put your actual rig together. And then you have to figure out how I'm going to get the software on there and link it up and how it all works and those types of things, which just a lot of people don't want to mess with. But they still want to have the ability to profit off of the mining operation in cryptocurrency. And so that's really the opportunity that we're giving through the training. They're going to know how to put a machine together, how to mine, what mining is. So if you want to set up your own operation at your house or, go get a warehouse, get a building and do that, people are going to have the knowledge to do that. But if you don't want to do it, but you still want to get paid, you're going to have the ability to do that. So how the mining works is the machine starting cost is going to be $3,000. That could change. That could change weekly, monthly, quarterly, really just depending on as the GPUs go up. It could also change and go down. I think that as there's more and more interest, there's going to be more and more people that are going to get into the production of these graphics cards that can make the cards eventually go down. It's hard to say. Technology usually goes down instead of up if it's the same technology as more people get into it. But that's basically what you're starting at. In April, you could find the machines for that price or lower quite often. Now all of a sudden it's getting to where you're going to be $4,000 or $5,000 to put a machine together for yourself. So we're very confident in our prices that people aren't going to be able to put the same machine together for any lower because of everything that we had to do to get it at that price. Most people aren't going to have the connections and the know-how and stuff like that. Out of that $3,000, there's going to be a $200 fast start that's going to be paid directly to the sponsor, and then there's going to be $100 that's going to go into the binary, which is all going to be paid out. That's on the machine itself. And then in addition to that, on the actual mining, So on what the machine actually produces every single month, how that's going to work is you're going to have the power go off the top. So whatever the power usage on that machine is, typically between $50 to $100, somewhere in that range per machine, is going off the top, and that's going to leave your basically 100% that we're splitting up. 10% of that's going to the company, and that's going to help have a small profit, but then also help maintain the machines. And in addition to just maintaining the machines, that's also going to, help with the setting up of the machines and the maintenance of the machines. So all of that, 10% goes to the compensation plan, 5% goes to the sponsor, and 75% goes to the person who purchases the machine. And the reason we're doing that is obviously the person who purchases it, we want the bulk of the money to go to them at 75%. But we also want you to have the ability through leverage. That's what network marketing is all about. Have the ability through leverage to be able to, earn money on every machine that you refer and every machine that anybody in your organization refers over time, month after month, in addition to the $20 fee for the education in stage one. That's basically how the business goes together, 2 stages. Stage one, $20 for one income center, $60 for 3. That is paid into the binary compensation plan. And then stage 2 is the mining operation, which a small part of that is also going into the binary compensation plan so that every single person can get paid on this entire, GPU mining operation. So in a nutshell, that's the basic concept of the company. Our purpose is to, go out there and educate people all over the world on cryptocurrency and allow them to take advantage of probably the biggest opportunity that ever come across any of our lifetime. And again, it's very easy to pique people's interest. A lot of people have seen some of the articles and, know the fact that in July approximately of 2010, Bitcoin was as low as 0.003 cents. So that's 0.3 of a penny. That means $100 would about you 33,000 Bitcoin, 33,333.333, etc. Take a calculator and take 33,333 times the current price, and you're going to see, millions of dollars. Once it hit 3,000, it was, right around 100 million. Right now at 2,500 that it is right now, you're still looking at, $70, $80 million on a $100 investment. Now, a lot of people realize that, that is probably past, but they also realize that typically the first movers, not always the biggest in business. There's already some coins that are predicted to be bigger than Bitcoin. Doesn't mean they're going to be, but there's a good chance that they are. I mean, MySpace, even after Facebook came out, MySpace was still ruling the social media market for several years. And so even after some of these bigger players have come out, Bitcoin's still probably going to rule the marketplace for the next several years. But after that, who knows? And so even though you may not have that opportunity of a $100 investment turning into, 60 to 100 million in a 7-year period of time, you definitely currently have the opportunity for a $100 investment to turn into thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. And in many cases, that's happening in less than 90 days with different coins if you know what to look for and you kind of have a heads up from, the experts. And that's kind of the whole goal of this is to, again, allow people to start a spare time business that pretty much everybody can afford worldwide. It's going to give them some amazing information. And with that information, you have the ability to actually earn money. Even if you never referred one person, you have the ability to earn money by learning about cryptocurrency just with the $20 education. Also with the mining, even if you never refer one person, you have the ability to earn money. So we feel we have the perfect connection between passive income and also income of actually, going to work and referral-based income, friend telling a friend, or actual marketing, having people contact you and give them the information. Our goal here is to keep it as simple as we possibly can. We're not going to have websites with a ton of information. We're going to have, the training and stuff like that with good information. But our goal with the websites is to keep it so simple that our 5.5-minute video does almost all of the selling. And then once they're in, they can, go from there and find out more information. So we're just going to have basically some bullet points in the video. We're going to take that video and either voiceover or set it up to subtitles, however, in up to 9 different languages to start with. Also the website and back office, same thing. And keep the back office even as simple as we can. We don't want to make this complicated. You know, a confused mind normally doesn't do anything. So we want to keep it as simple as sharing a video where I can go up, and if I was talking to Lynn or, you know, John or anybody on this call, and I just asked them and said, hey, you know, if I could show you a way that you could, you know, find out about everything about cryptocurrency, exactly how it works, and actually profit from cryptocurrency, and at the same time had a system that we could show you how to cover all of your monthly expenses and then some for $20, would you watch this 5.5-minute video and give me your opinion? That's a yes or no question. They're going to say, yes, I would watch it, or no, I don't want to watch it. So all that happens if they say no, you ask somebody else. If they say yes, you show them the video. After they see the video, it's going to go through the information, and in fact, it's going to show them how to make $40,000 per month in the next 90 days by doing nothing more than showing this video. And that's not counting what they could be making by cryptocurrency and learning about cryptocurrency and trading cryptocurrency and mining cryptocurrency and all the other things that we're focused on. That's just, you know, the education platform and showing people about cryptocurrency. And that's one income center. If they came in with 3 income centers, that same business would pay over $80,000 per month in 90 days. And it's something that everybody can do. You know, the training aspect of teaching somebody, you know, 5 or 10 different questions that they can ask, yes or no, then show a video, and the people that say yes, get them started and teach them how to do the same thing. That's something that can be duplicated, especially when you throw that into, you know, the different languages around the world, and you basically have a business without borders. And so that's what we're setting up, and that's what we're going to allow people to participate in. The compensation plan is super simple. We want to be able to explain it in, you know, 1 or 2 minutes. I usually like to explain it just by going through, instead of, you know, pays this percent here and this percent there. We like to just show, you know, an example. So I'll do that second. First off, I'll explain it here in no more than a minute. The actual compensation plan. It's a 2-team plan, which means you're paid on volume. You're not paid on levels. You have a left team and a right team. At the end of every single week, the computer goes in, it adds up the teams. Whatever team has the lesser volume, that becomes your pay leg. You make 20%. And then it takes that same volume from your other leg, and the rest carries over for the next week, allowing you to actually get paid on all the volume in your organization, no matter how it comes. So that's the first step, 20%, no cycles, just straight up volume. The second is a 50% match. Anybody that you personally refer, you make 50% of anything they make in the binary. And the third is on leadership positions, you actually get up to 5 generations of a 10% match. So that's the entire compensation plan, explained in less than a minute. Now, if you go into something else, how I typically like to explain a plan is just show them 3 simple steps. Step 1, you get started for $20. Step 2, you either share a call like this or you share the simple video that we have with as many people as it takes for you to find 2. The goal is to do that in 7 days. Step 3, help them do the same. So if you look at the first month, again, week 1, I find 2. Week 2, those 2 find 2, which is 4 more. Week 3, those 4 find 2, which is 8 more. Week 4, those 8 find 2, which is 16 more. That's a total of 30 people in 30 days. As that duplicates 2 more months, that puts you at 40,000 with 1 income center. There's not much easier to do than that. That wasn't even a minute. That was probably 35, 40 seconds. So when I can explain to somebody how they can make $40,000 a month with a $20 business with something that 96+% of the population knows nothing about, and almost 100% of the population is interested in learning about. Even if I just said, hey, if I could show you a way that you could turn $20, cover all your monthly expenses up to, you know, 40,000 plus per month, if I could show you how to do that in 35 seconds, would you be interested? That's as easy as this is. I mean, and that's what we're trying to do, because the whole success of a distributor and of a company is based on their ability to duplicate and their ability to retain. So at the end of the day, fair time business to create a full-time income, and by doing that, by creating the easiest thing to duplicate and retain that's been created and put together in the industry. And, you know, that's what we're doing. So anything else, I'm more than happy to take a few questions here, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of an understanding of how the business works, what we're putting together, and, you know, how everybody can get positioned and take advantage of it.
Hey, Pat, is there any way you can see hands raised, or how do they do that?
They can just go ahead and ask their questions now. Everybody's unmuted.
Wow, well, that was really amazing. This is Sylvain Reyes speaking from Quito, Ecuador. Very excited with the Hispanic market globally. When will this company finally launch and be available for us to subscribe all of our people?
Great question. What we're looking at, there's a couple things that we're working on with some groups that have put together pre-enrollment pages, and some of them have done tens of thousands of people. So trying to get them in so that that can all work out. Our pre-enrollment is ready right now. What we're focusing on is just getting, the structures of these people that have put in tens of thousands of people in before everything goes live, and then just people randomly fall where they fall. So we're working on getting that set up. We're hoping to have that ready for tomorrow. But if it's not, it'll be, just a couple days. So we plan on free enrollment starting this week, definitely before July 1st is the goal. One of our companies that we're working with for the wallet is called CoinPay. They're planning on launching that first part of July, so we're kind of waiting on that. We have a backup wallet if they don't have everything ready. So basically we're going to go 2 weeks of free enrollment where people can actually track their downline, see their downline, all of that. And by July 14th, whether they have the CoinPay ready or not, we'll launch with the wallet, start stage 1, where people can, start to upgrade, get everything going. As soon as that's running smooth, which it should be from day 1, then we're going to, the plan right around August 1st, start allowing stage 2, which is the purchasing of full machines or a 10% share in a mining machine and starting to make the money that way. So that's basically what we're looking at. This information is brand new. I mean, typically we wouldn't be doing a call like this or anything until we had the free enrollment ready. There wasn't a lot of people that even knew that we was putting this together because, we decided literally just a couple months ago to do it, and it's taken a long time to get the relationships on the graphics cards so that we felt good enough that we could launch something that we could scale. Even though it may not scale at the pace we'd like or at the pace of demand, it is something that we'll be able to scale to a very large GPU mining operation. And so that's basically where we're at. So I told a handful of people that were putting it together. They asked if they could start putting some of their leaders together. Next thing we know, a week and a half later, there's tens of thousands of people on paper. And so we thought, we might be working with 50, 60 people to put in at the, in the tree to, get things going. And it's a lot more than that, which isn't a bad thing. But typically, I'm not one that likes to do the long, pre-launch stuff and those types of things. I think the good news that people can do, because I know a lot of people have been in pre-launch situations, and then okay, it's going to be a week, and then okay, it's going to be another week, and now another month, and 2 months, and now all of a sudden 3 or 4 months. You were excited 4 months ago, but at the same time you have to eat. So people don't want to wait too long before they can start getting paid. We can understand that, and I think the beauty that we have here, all the things that we do are in-house. So all of our programming and all of that, and this isn't our first go around here with starting companies. So we're pretty confident in the dates that we're talking. So I'd look at by July 1st, which is Saturday, the free enrollment, hopefully a little bit sooner, and then the actual upgrade for 1 position or 3 positions right around the 14th of July. If CoinPay is not quite ready there, but it's going to be ready a couple days later, we might give them a couple days here or there, just because of the fact that we do feel that the technology that they're putting together in their wallet is superior than any of the wallets that are out there right now. So that's what we're looking at.
Eso estamos viendo. Great. And just the fact that we have to be able to only pay with Ethereum to start, is that accurate, please?
Well, that's what we're looking at, just for the simple fact that through the blockchain, Bitcoin's still so far behind. So, if you pay with Bitcoin, it may not be validated or for, days to weeks. And I don't think a lot of people want to pay and then not have their payment go through for, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 8 days. and that's the issue that's happening in some cases with Bitcoin. Ethereum's had a few issues with the blockchain also, with things taking a little bit of a delay, but it's still usually you're able to get it within minutes, or at least within an hour, to where Bitcoin is taking a little bit longer. Now CoinPay, which is what our goal is, they take 3 coins. They take Clubcoin, they take Ethereum, and they take Bitcoin. So that's our plan A, is those 3. Plan B is just going straight Ethereum, because it's easy to get. There's a lot of wallets out there that are very easy to fund, where some of the other ones aren't quite as easy. And because it's a fairly large and fairly popular coin, then it gives us the ability to, there's more stuff already created for it. So it makes it easier for us to take it and then to pay people back out with Ether. So that's really the thought behind it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, Dan, I got one question. I got a question for you, Dan. I'm one of the people that definitely need this crypto education, because this is all new to me as far as the mining rigs and everything. A question on the rigs, though. Can the rigs be used to mine other coins besides just Ethereum?
Yeah, we're setting up GPU rigs. So we're going to start off by setting them up with Ethereum to get that going. But we are going to give people that purchase the full rig the ability, if they want to switch it. We just don't know what the fees will be to the setups, because the setup for mining different coins and stuff like that. But so originally we're basically setting up for mining of Ether. Then as that continues on, we probably will start adding some machines that are set up 100% for a different coin, and you can purchase that machine. Now, to change one from one to another, we do plan on offering that once things smooth out and we know exactly what's going on. But I don't know exactly what the setup fee or the changeover fee would be to do that. It would probably be different with different coins. So that'll be more a little bit further down the line. But the goal is, once you have the machine, you're going to have some say in it. Now, we want to get everything going to a point, because a lot of the coins are not profitable to mine. And so if we're mining a bunch of stuff that's not profitable, even though it could be profitable 6 months or 10 months down the road, we still have all the expenses of the power. We have all the expenses of the warehousing. We have all the expenses of the maintenance of the machines. And so we have to at least have a decent amount going with a coin that's profitable in order to take care of the ones that aren't profitable. But I still think the long-term money is the ones that are coming in from the coins that aren't currently profitable. So we're going to be working with both options.
Anybody else got any questions? Nope. We can wrap it up, Dan. I appreciate you spending some time with us, and this is huge. And we're, like I said, you're talking about a week and a half, and it's spreading like wildfire, and wait till people start engaging. I appreciate you spending some time. Len, do you have anything to add?
No, just Dan, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. John, you're the best. Thank you for getting this thing set up, man. And Paul and Pat and everybody else on here too. So.
Sorry, and just one last question. Dan is the owner of this platform. Is that accurate?
Dan,
yeah, we have a few partners in the whole setup. So I'm not the only owner.
Thank you, Dan.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right. Dan, I'll call you back here in a second. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.